everybody, we're back here at Dua Galleria to check out our favorite beef hot pot, Chaoniu.
Yes, it's one of the places that we've been back many times because we really love the food here.
This time we're going to be checking out some of the new items, especially this really delicious beef pancake.
And they've also introduced BBQ Beef Skewers and a Fuzhou Fishball.
Fuzhou fishball. Does it mean that it got beef filling inside?
Let's go find out, yeah?
Wow, I mean, we really like Chaoniu.
Ever since we discovered them at East Coast, we've been back on numerous occasions. We have no hesitation in recommending this place because, you know, the food is always very good.
The main thing is that the owner here, Ale, is very particular about the meats, and I think he's resisted opening more Chaonius around.
Yeah, because he wants to make sure that the quality is always on point. Today we want to show you some new dishes. You know, because of the fact that they process all their own meats, they cut themselves, right? So they always have all these bits and pieces of offcuts and very good quality meat, which they need to turn into other products.
Yes.
So this is one of the latest things that we found out. It is really very good.
This is called Neuroping, which is also beef pancake.
Yeah, basically you can think of it like a murtabak, but Chinese style. And then the meat inside, all this minced beef is not any old chapalang minced beef, no? It's all this really nice cuts of beef. And they chop it up, season it, so they can taste the flavor of the meat.
If there's one reason for you to come, apart from having the hot pot, is this thing, okay? My goodness, this is really delicious.
This is good. I'll come here, just order 2 of this. And eat for that. And the quartier which we featured the last video.
Yeah.
These 2 items are just really very good.
Yeah.
But there are some other 小吃 that they came out with.
Yes.
This is the fried pork.
Yeah, this is the salt and pepper chicken.
Okay.
What can go wrong with salt, pepper, popcorn chicken? Nothing. This is really very nice.
And the pork is really good too. We want to introduce to you the new BBQ skewers also.
Yes, that's right. This is potatoes, and this is sausage, which is very cute. We make it look like it's some sort of a octopus. And of course, the beef skewers, which we'll try later. And they've got chicken wings. This is beancurd, very interesting beancurd. And of course, you've got your corn.
A lot of places in Singapore you can find all these beef skewers.
Okay.
But why do you have the beef skewer here? One, because the beef they use is all the fresh and very good quality beef. It's the offcuts lah.
I saw how they did it just now. I mean, they basically season very lightly with salt, and then they barbecue it, and then later they put on the spices on top lah. So it's not like already marinated heavily beforehand.
Well, it's not something that they buy a whole pack frozen, you know, from somewhere and then they just grill it. It's actually made here and it's grilled over charcoal. So let's try it.
I love the smokiness. Very good.
And you can really taste the flavor of the beef.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily come to a hot pot restaurant to eat skewers, but actually if you think of this place as a place where you can find really good beef.
Yes.
You got beef snacks and you got beef skewers, and then of course the main event is the hot pot. It's a hot pot. And what's new about the hot pot is this new soup. They call it the mala tang, okay? Because mala flavor is now very much in vogue, right? So those of you who like your life a little bit more spicy, you can come and do this mala tang.
Yeah, basically this mala tang, the soup base is a chicken broth, right? And then they've got all these mala spices that they put in.
But the mala here is not as la as other places because the boss doesn't want it to overshadow the flavor of the beef.
Yes. And of course, the other thing that we have here is the signature oxtail broth, right? And this is the broth that we usually come and then we will order.
One of the new things that they have here is the Fuzhou Fishballs.
Why is he introducing fish balls in a beef hot pot?
Yeah, well, because the owner is from Fujian. He went back to his hometown and he couldn't find a really nice Fuzhou fishball in Singapore. So he went back and then he found a very good supplier and he really liked it. And so he's introducing it in a beef hot pot. But he's so proud about it, he told us we must tell you about the Fuzhou fishball.
Beef filling or what filling?
It's pork filling.
It's pork filling.
So if you are Fuzhounese, You want to make sure that you order one portion of Fuzhou fish ball.
The Fuzhou fish ball ready?
Yep.
It's very good. This is very different from any other Fuzhou fish ball I've ever had.
It's the first time I'm having Fuzhou fish ball from Fuzhou. The original lah, means original.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's quickly just go through some of the cuts of beef we will always like to order when we are here.
Yes.
Number one is always the neck. I know in Western cuisine it's not very popular. Yeah, it's the chewy part, which we always make into burgers. But over at Teochew Hot Pot restaurant, neck is always very good.
Yeah.
And then the blade. This is of course the oyster blade.
Wow.
You can tell by the shape like a leaf, you know.
Oh, okay.
Like a leaf with a line in the middle. This is where they get the flat iron from. So when they cut it for flat iron, they'll just cut one half of it, get rid of the chewy middle ligament. And so this oyster blade is also very nice.
For those of you who've never been here before, there will always have this number here. Okay, it says 12 seconds. So you basically time yourself. When you cook this, you take about 12 seconds for it to be cooked lah.
The shank is always very nice because of the texture. So as you can see, when you come to a Teochew hot pot restaurant, right,
Yep.
there are certain cuts of beef that usually in a Western restaurant you don't order because they are too chewy. But when you're here, these parts actually give you a very interesting texture. So it's the texture we go for, and of course the flavor.
So, but if you want to learn more about some of the other cuts that we've eaten before, please check out our previous video up here, right? Click on the link.
Okay.
So,
I'm using the flank, which is also another cut that I always want to order.
Yep.
Because the flank has got this nice piece of fat in the middle, and it's really very nice. So let's just try some of this
all right.
flank.
So you've got this big net where you cook your meat in.
Done already, done
net.
already.
Oh. How many seconds did you say?
I don't know how many seconds, but you know it's done lah. Hey, don't put it in again.
Okay.
I already told you done already. That means you take out. You don't want to overcook your beef. Look at that. Can you see that? That flank.
It's because it's cooked in the mala soup, right? I feel that you don't need to put on any more sauce already.
You usually get the signature sauce, which is very good. But for those in the know, ask for the sa cha jiang. This is the good stuff. That is good, but this is really
better.
good. Yes.
So what's the history of sa cha jiang?
All these Teochew people who came to Singapore, Malaysia, when they went back to Teochew, they remember the satay sauce. So then they went back and they formulated their own sa cha jiang.
Oh, okay.
Over here, they make their own shallots. They fry their own shallots. They fry their own pork lard, fresh.
Yeah.
And so when you dip it into the sauce, you can really tell the difference. And they of course don't buy the sa cha jiang from the supplier, but they jiaso, you know. They're adding all this stuff. So the sauces here are one of the features of the restaurant that I really like. So every time we come here, we really enjoy the food. So this one, unreservedly recommend.
Yes. The other good thing about this place is that they have complimentary fruits as well lah.
Yeah, but if you want something sweet to finish your meal, you can have durian cake.
Okay.
Yeah, it's made specially with the beef fat in there.
No, don't believe him.
No, there's no beef. There's no beef in this.
There's no beef in this,
Yeah.
but we will give this durian cake a try. It's nice.
It's
I mean,
nice,
it's
it's
got
nice
the durian puree and everything. So yeah, definitely.
It's certainly something that you're not going to find in Chaozhou. Right. So I hope we've given you enough reasons to come back to Chaoniu. If you've never been here before, what are you waiting for? We already told you twice already. 2 videos before already. If you're not here yet, what are you waiting for?
Yeah.
Come because the food is really good. The quality is there.
Yeah.
The owner really puts a lot of heart and soul into the thing.
So until next time, happy eating.
And bye for now.